much, Neche, and thank you so much to Luke and Frankie for giving me the opportunity to share my convictions to the sisters today. My title is Radical Commitment to the Battle. I would love if we could all turn to Galatians 5:17. So when I got the title of this charge, I honestly was a little confused, and I didn't really know how to go about it, because I was kind of like, okay, so battle, right? Spiritual battle, commitment to the battle, perseverance, attack, defense. And then I was like, radical, okay? All I could think about was like surfers with long hair who were like, yeah, radical, bro. And I was like, okay, right, let me like Google the definition for this and see what it is. And I assumed it meant, like crazy and extreme, and it does, but I found one definition that really made me think, which was basic or fundamental or simple, right? And this really made me think, because I was like, when I think of the commitment to the battle, I don't think of it as basic or simple. I think of it as really hard, right? And I was like, committing to the spiritual battle every day, it's so hard. And then, or is it? Have I been making it difficult for myself, right? So then I thought, okay, let me try and simplify it, right? So sisters, where do we find the basics, right? Where do we find the basics of Christianity? The Bible, okay? And Ephesians 6, right, we all know, talks about the armor, the spiritual armor that we have to put on to go into our spiritual battle, right? Talks about the belt of truth, right, which is the word, the Bible. Talks about the breastplate of righteousness, the Bible. The feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel, the Bible. The shield of faith. We all know that faith comes from hearing the word, which is the Bible. Sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, the Bible. Sisters, have you been fighting using the Bible, or is the Bible too basic for you? Right? I'll show you, I'll tell you how the Bible has been too basic for me this past week, okay? The Bible has been too basic for me, right? Because I had two really large emotional breakdowns this week, right? Okay? Two big emotional outbursts, right? And both times I thought, I want my mom. I want her to tell me it's okay, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. But I had to go back to the Bible, okay? Right? And Galatians 5:17 reads, "For the flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit, and the spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want." Wow. My wants and my needs are going head to head. They're in conflict. They're in battle, right? My wants, my mom, comfort, a cup of tea on the couch with my dogs, for the world to revolve around my feelings, okay? And my needs, God, okay? The instruction is basic. It's simple, right? You are not to do whatever you want. And now that can be difficult in practice, but the instruction is simple. And sisters, what I am learning this week is sometimes the most radical thing that you can do to commit to the battle, to commit to God, is going back to the basics, to the fundamentals, the most simple thing, going back to the Bible. Sisters, I challenge you to go over the first principles, the fundamentals of Christianity. I love you so much, and to God be all the glory.